Hello everyone, friends. So, how do we find creativity and innovative thinking? What can we do on this side? Friends, we need to understand that creativity and innovation are always expressions of the fifth chakra. It's right here, the throat. For this to work, the lower chakras need to be functioning. In other words, the lower chakras provide nourishment upward. It already provides some self-expression, whether you sing, dance, or draw. No matter what kind of creative thing you do as a creator, a person expressing something, or any other form of art, it doesn't matter what. The meaning is the same, in essence. There should be a good connection between the head and throat chakras. So, what can we do, and what does it depend on? First of all, we need to understand that the head and throat chakras are extremely closely and intricately linked to the first chakra in the legs and the second. This means that issues in the lower chakras will always manifest as compensatory tensions in the upper ones, and pain will be felt somewhere here. If there are problems in the upper chakras, they will always lead to compensatory tensions in the lower chakras, and pain will be felt there, and this is crucial to understand. So, we need to understand that what a person complains about is often located exactly opposite the actual problem. For instance, if they say their head hurts, we should look down below. If they say it hurts down below, we should look at the head. Our body is designed and structured in such a way that the problem is often on the opposite side from the dysfunction. Of course, there are more complex structures. If we return to the fifth chakra and understand that self-expression, creativity, heavily depend on it, then what can we do about this and what does it depend on? So, first of all, we need to understand the issues of blockage in the left shoulder and the blockage in the right shoulder. Blockages in the shoulders either create a desire for lust or an idea of oneself, a certain sense of self-importance that a person can either elevate or diminish. Furthermore, we also see that going a little lower, blockages create a sense of guilt and certain ideas, let's say resentment, and feelings of being unrecognized or misunderstood when a person feels they are not accepted or heard are all also located around the shoulders and chest. This relates to what is called blockages in the throat chakra. Again, I am a proponent of the classical system and believe that we primarily come from the earth. A person is about the earth. They are about the connection to the earth. It's like the earth coming to life, and nourishment comes from the earth. We are on the earth, and we can't escape it. We are connected to it. The first and strongest connection is consciousness with life itself, and life is connected to the earth. We live this life on earth, not somewhere else. It is life specifically on earth. Therefore, we should look at nourishment. Nourishment comes from the earth, primarily. Thus, the first chakra, second chakra, third chakra, and fourth chakra are the foundation. These four chakras represent the feeling of one's space and sensing one's place on the earth. First, the connection to the earth, the connection to one's lineage, the connection, so to speak, to the energies of the earth rising through the legs, that is, the ascending flow. The possibility of blockages, meaning fear, certain states of experiencing. All of this needs to be addressed. So the first step is to work on the legs and activate them so that it functions. You can breathe through your legs. You feel you can take the energy of the earth into your belly, the lower dantian. Next is the belly, Connection to ancestry, second chakra, interconnection, second chakra, connection to ancestry in lower back. A very important chakra, also a very complex knot. Here, any blockages can lead to feelings of anger, can create a state of aggression, and other issues. A person is angry in themselves. Most often, you need to look at the connection to ancestry. Perhaps there is a blockage coming from there. The third chakra, the social level, anxiety, personal power, authority. It is essential to understand and work through certain things within yourself that will unfold throughout life against the backdrop of power, strength, and your sense of self in the social world. What is your place? Occupying your place in society. Where you work, how you work, what money you earn. It's all about the third chakra. Next, we move on to the upper chakras. Let's say the fourth chakra marked the beginning of knowledge and understanding and a certain recognition, an acknowledgement of truth, meaning a person starts to hear the essence and core of things. This is a crucial and significant chakra because the mind is still more oriented towards logical schemes and frameworks, control, and regulation, and attempts and efforts to escape into the future to construct and formulate its own ideas and concepts about the world. The heart, on the other hand, is closer to the here and now. It's more about what is a definitive yes or no, whether one knows or doesn't know, understands or doesn't understand. Intuition and insight and the recognition and realization of the heart chakra hold great potential and promise. The heart responds and reacts, and if that's already there, then the fifth chakra activates and comes into play. It's hard for me to judge and evaluate art because I'm not an artist myself, but my opinion and perspective is quite simple and straightforward. Beautiful things are indeed beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, and ugly things are not. I'm against any trendy, broken, or crooked things that lack coherence and are just splattered around without meaning. I like the timeless classics. I appreciate true beauty and genuine artistry, beautiful colors and vibrant hues, bright, light, and luminous, beautiful lines and elegant contours, and images that resemble and reflect the reality of our world and existence as much as possible. What contemporary art expresses and conveys doesn't really resonate with me, to be honest. The reason is that I, in essence, perceive an attempt to express blockages, to express emotional dysfunctions through crooked, broken lines that other people read, absorb, and internalize into themselves. In other words, expressing beauty is more difficult and correct because you are expressing light in truth. It's easier to express some problem and pass it off as contemporary art because you can mold anything and say, wow, this is cool, and let others nod along that yes, it's cool. But in reality, it's just some kind of plaster haphazardly thrown together. That is, in any possible way, whatever the expression or in whatever states. Cool colors or whatever a person throws together. For me, classics will always remain more aesthetically pleasing, more highly prioritized, more accurate and appropriate. Because in how a person expresses themselves, I see how much they lied or told the truth, in my opinion. Unfortunately, modern art is moving towards a point where there's absolutely no truth at all. Constantly, something that everyone admires. But if you look at what is actually beautiful, it is still undeniably beautiful. Yes, there is unattractive or displeasing, and I can't call something unattractive or displeasing beautiful if it's not beautiful, you know, friends? But then there's true creativity, and this kind of creativity, this so-called unique and individual approach, which I believe exists in a person, should still come through the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, through some kind of comprehensive knowledge and insight and deeper understanding. If a person lacks comprehensive knowledge and insight, then passing off any of their explorations as creativity is quite problematic and concerning. It seems to me that this is always, well, at the very least, strange. At most, I understand that the legend about the king being naked, that he was sewn a dress, an invisible dress, which is just cosmic, but no one can see it, because it's made of some absolutely incredible, just unbelievably thin and beautiful stuff I don't even know what it really is. Yes, indeed. The king is naked. Unfortunately, though, I can say about many things in contemporary art that it's precisely about this very notion. But still, I want desperately for it to be all about beauty itself. In my humble opinion, art should always be considered as something truly beautiful, a red beauty that's correct in its essence, genuine and loving from deep within one's heart, a creation which remains constructive rather than destructive by nature. Well then, that's merely my personal opinion on both art along with various other things too. And of course, naturally, when you aim to create something magnificent enough to make people genuinely exclaim wow upon seeing, it simply cannot happen spontaneously or instantly on the fly. Such wonders won't occur just like magic in one single go. So, it should be a pretty serious series of mistakes, right? You need to see your lines of understanding more and better each time, to clearly identify where exactly you lied, where exactly you expressed yourself incorrectly, and by repeating over and over again, 10,000 times, you will come to do what you previously did less clearly and less correctly, more clearly and more correctly, again and again. So, here, of course, experience matters. Experience decides, and this is true in everything. If you want to express yourself, as Bruce Lee said, it's just that. Honestly, expressing yourself is extremely difficult. Creating a show, wow. Beautiful movements, moving coolly, capturing a person's attention, that's not so difficult. But honestly expressing yourself, that's the challenge for the artist, the challenge for the creator, the challenge for someone who understands something about art. Again, I return, I am not an artist and do not consider myself one, but for some reason, I have my own opinion about this, and I express it honestly and openly. Create, friends. Take our courses, cleanse yourselves, come to our retreats, restore yourselves, and make beauty in this world. Create something good. Thank you all. Goodbye.